From the slums of Mumbai to becoming the toast of the country, the story of Yashasvi Jaiswal has been nothing short of surreal. And joining us today on Republic World is somebody who has seen the rise, the meteoric rise of Yashasvi Jaiswal from close quarters. Yes, we are talking about his coach and somebody who is a father figure to him. We are talking about Jwala Singh. Welcome to Republic World. Uh, Jwala Singh.
Thank you so much for inviting me at your channel, Republic. I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much.
Right. So let's start about let me just take you back to the time when you first met Yashasvi. That moment, Can you just speak about that moment to all our viewers over here?
Well, it was December 2013, and I was at Ajad Maidan for my academy cricket match, and I was going back to my home, finishing a game, and one of my friends just showed me his hand, like, "How are you, Jwala sir?" So I went to a cricket pitch that in Ajad Maidan, and I saw a small boy around 12 years batting in the nets, and the same friend started saying like, "Jwala bhai, this guy has a problem. He doesn't have anything." So I started talking like, "What is his problem?" And then first when he came out from the nets, and that was the moment I saw Yashasvi. In It was December 2013 when I met him first at Ajad Maidan. So that was the incident.
Somewhere else I heard you were speaking about, Yashasvi and his fake certificates and that row. Can you just speak about what exactly happened with the fake certificate thing?
Well, actually, he was very small and innocent on that age. And when I met him, when he met me first, I called him at my home immediately, and I wanted to know his problems. So I asked him so many questions, and then he came like, I asked, "What are you doing right now?" So he said, "I'm not playing cricket. I'm just practicing." So I asked, "Why you are just practicing? Why you're not playing?" So he said like, "Nobody is allowing me to play." So I asked, "Why people are not allowing you to play?" Then he said like something like one or some people asked him to play somewhere, and they submitted some of his document which was not made by him or his family. They just made some document, and they just in shake of making him play and win the game, they put somewhere, and then people started protesting on the document, and then he was almost banned to play cricket. So when I got to know this story, I started finding with my sources that what is his real problem, because he was depressed, because he was just practicing in the nets from 1 year, and he was not playing any official game because of that incident. So I started asking people, and they started giving me answers like his problem is that even school team were not willing him to play, and that was the issue. But slowly and gradually, when I started inquiring about those incidents, I made it clear with the schools associations that this is not his fault, this is somebody else has done it, I don't know who has done it. And then because of they wanted him to play some game, they did it. And then it took a lot of time to solve, because it's a big mental trauma, because every year, first 2 3 years, whenever he used to go for the games, some people used to protest like this boy has a some problem in his document. So it took 3 4 years to solve. Finally, in 2017, when I become his legal guardian, I took the power of attorney from his parents. I consulted the lawyers, and then finally I published in one of the newspaper that now this is his the real papers. If somebody will complain, we will take legal action. Since then, things solved. But at the beginning, it was a biggest trauma of both of us, because we can concentrate on playing cricket, we can work hard to on the game, but outside the game it was big challenging, because that was not, I was not in expert of that, and this is something was very messy. So thanks god that finally he everything was solved, and he started playing cricket well, and now he's playing for India. I'm very, very happy and I'm very, very proud.
So yes, you speak about Yashasvi Jaiswal having qualities that you probably had. Shades of you in Yashasvi Jaiswal. And can you recall a specific time when you realized that this guy is cut above the rest? This swashbuckling southpaw is cut out to play for India. He's destined to play for India. Was there a specific moment, Jwala?
Well, it's very hard to say that who will play for India or who will not play for India, because every day is a challenge in cricket because there are so many players are playing. But yes, you can say, as a coach, as a cricket expert, I can see the potential, whether this potential is made for reach at that level or not. So yes, I had guts, like he has the potential, and then we really worked hard because somehow I was mad behind him, because my story is very similar to him. I came to Mumbai from Gorakhpur in 1995, and I did not had any support. I did not had any coach. My father used to give send me some money, but that was not enough. And I was aware like my father will not able to support me very long. So I really tried very hard in cricket. I tried all the options, whatever I had. Finally, I got multiple muscle failures. Then I did not had food. I did not had proper place to stay. I stayed on railway stations, footpaths, so many places. I can tell you, toilet, public toilets. I went through very different hardship. 3 years I stayed in a gym. So when I was struggling in my own life at my earlier time, I got a lot of criticism from my family, my society, people, my friends, that why you came to Mumbai and you will not achieve anything. Go back to your village. Nothing will happen with you. Better you go and farm, study, so many things. So that fire was always inside me, that I wanted to prove myself in front of the world, that no, I'm here in Mumbai to create something. If not me, somebody else. So that was the fire. And when I got Yashasvi, he has a similar story like me, uh,
Exactly.
and that I think that was the main reason why I supported him. I brought him from the Ajad Medan, keep with my family, myself, and I always looked him as my son. I never thought like he's not my son, because he was more than my son, because that was a emotional relation. And then I wanted to fulfill my desire also, so I put 200% efforts on him, and so that was the case. He has a raw talent, and he has the will to sacrifice. He wanted to become something like me at my earlier age. So I always used to see him on myself. Like I always say he's the upgraded version of Jwala Singh, and that is what I had a gut feeling on my process, his talent and his hard work. So I think these things really worked out, and when if you ask me the quality, I think he has a very better temperament. He was a different player in the game. He was a performer from the beginning. Whenever he got opportunity, he scored runs, and rest, we worked really hard to enhance and upgrade his skill, and that's how he is here.
Jwala, there have been stories about Yashasvi getting bullied while he was a youngster. I mean, he's still very young, but there have been stories that he was getting bullied. So, can you just talk us through that? A couple of anecdotes maybe you can share because you have seen him from very close
Sorry,
quarters.
sorry, I did not hear.
No, because you have seen Yashasvi from close quarters, there have been stories about Yashasvi getting bullied as a youngster. I know he's still young. So, can you just talk about a couple of instances where Yashasvi was being bullied?
Uh, I really don't remember these kinds of any incident that people really did these kind of things. I think he was very focused boy since beginning, and if you are living in Mumbai, there are so many challenges. People criticize you, so this is something I really don't consider that people were bullying him or something like that. It happens with everyone, so that's very very normal.
Right, right. So, what is the truth behind the Pani Puri story? Because some say it is a myth, it's fake. Some say that's the truth. what is the story behind the Pani Puri story that has really gone viral? So whenever you're searching up for Yashasvi Jaiswal old pics,
I have already answers on many media platforms that Yashashvi met me in 2013, and since then he was living at my house. I live in Santa Cruz, and he lives with me as my family. And when I met him, I was single. I was not married, so both used to live together, like whole day practice, counseling, so many things. So before 2013, he was living in Azad Maidan, and his family was not able to support him properly. Though his father used to send some money, but it's not enough. 1,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees, not enough. And he used to live at Azad Maidan, so he never shared these things with me, frankly. But yes, he used to live in Azad Maidan. He had a very hard life during the time. Living in tent is not a joke, because people who are living in a good house, they complain. But he lived in a tent for a couple of years, and he did all the hardship. That is for truth. And there were some fruit stall, maybe pani puri stall. So when he was kid, people used to ask him just stand for some time, like that. But he was never a pani puri seller. He was his father handed over to him in December 2013. I remember that day he came to meet me, and he started crying, and he handed over my boy Yashasvi, my boy, to me. एंड ही सेड, सर दिस इज, ये आपका बच्चा है, अब हम आगे आपके और इसके बीच में नहीं आएंगे, और आप इसके साथ जो भी करना है करिए, इसको क्रिकेट खेलना है, क्रिकेटर बनना है, आप इसको बना दो, बाकी आप जो भी बोलोगे, जिस तरीके से बोलोगे, आप ही इसके सब कुछ हो, आप ही गार्जियन हो, आप ही कोच हो, आप ही इसके माता पिता हो। तो 2013 दिसंबर से लेके मैंने उसको हमेशा अपने बच्चे की तरह ट्रीट किया। 2013 के बाद उसने कोई भी हार्डशिप नहीं देखा। He has not gone through any kind of hardship after 2013. He was living a very good life with me, my family, good food, good uniforms, and I don't want to take these things, because अगर मैं ज़्यादा अपने बारे में बताऊंगा that what I did, then that doesn't sound good. But yes, जैसा as a son treats as a father treats to his son, I always treated him more than that, because there was a cricket emotions which was floating, and so after 2013 he has everything which is required to become a player. I sent it into England with Dilip Sarkar Academy. I spoken to Dilip Sarkar sir. He said, okay, send him. My good friend Wasim Jafar has really worked hard on it. It's not only me made Yashasvi Jaiswal, maybe Dilip Sarkar sir, Wasim Jafar, he has really helped him to learn batting. He's my good friend. And especially I thanks to all the coaches at Mumbai Cricket Association. I'm very proud to say that Mumbai Cricket Association is the place where cricketers become champions. Mumbai tradition. So the coaches at Mumbai Cricket Association at under 16 level, under 19 level. I think under 16 level there was a coach called Prashant Shetty. Under 19 there was a Mr. Satish Samant. Under 23 Mr. Amit Pagnis. I think Ranji Trophy Mr. Vinayak Samant. And also all the India under 19 selectors, Mr. Ashish Kapoor, Rahul Dravid, the great Rahul Dravid, Rishikesh Kanitkar. There's so many people supported him apart of me, and I'm really blessed and I'm really thankful that these kind of people are there in BCCI, how the BCCI is doing. So I think all success. It's not only me. So many people supported him, and again coming back to your questions, after 2013, he never seen any hardship.
my next question was the conversation you had with his father, but well, you've already answered that. So let's move on a little, and I just want to find out. Does he call you nowadays? What are the conversations like? Maybe after two back-to-back failures, maybe he gives you a call, and what is your advice to him? That is something I would like to find out.
No, he's playing well. See, at the moment he's playing well, and I'm happy that he's doing well. I don't think there is any advice needed. So I am very happy that what he's doing right now.
Like, does he call you up often? What are the conversations like?
See, now he is 23 and he's playing for India, and the conversations are not that much as it was earlier. But yes, I think I'm always around him whenever he's needed.
What according to you, is Yashasvi's biggest strength?
I think the temperament what he's having is very very different from the current generation. He can play good T20 cricket. He can play 50 over cricket. He can play days cricket. And I forget to mention Rajasthan Royals. There is a Rajasthan Royals. Like how can I forget them? I think they really work hard on him. The coaches over there, Sangakara, then Mr. Jubin Bharuchas. There are so many helping hand for him, and I think they really work hard on his cricket. They given him opportunity, and because of those people, those opportunities, is doing well. So yes, I'm coming back on his temperament. I think the temperament what he's having, I think that is tremendous. He can play at any kind of surface, at any color kind of bowling attack, and he doesn't have fear because of his beginning. You know that a person coming from so far and living in a tent for a few years and then beating the Mumbai is a challenge of great talent, because Mumbai is the place where there are so many players playing with the quality skills. So he has beaten everything and came at this level, and think that is the biggest biggest learning from him for him, and that's what he looks different in all kind of cricket.
Growing up, because you have been in and around Yashasvi for a very long time. So, who used to be Yashasvi's idol while he was growing up? Any specific left-hander like a Brian Lara or maybe a Saurav Ganguly?
When he was kid, when he was kid, like he was playing under 19, under 16 cricket, I always used to tell him go and watch Wasim Jafar batting. I want to give you the right inputs. I used to take him when Wasim Bhai used to bat, and I used to tell him stand in front of him, stand on the umpire's place, and watch how technically sound he is. So I think his first batting ideal, according to me, was Wasim Jafar, and then Sachin Tendulkar, of course, everybody, because I think Sachin Tendulkar is book of cricket. If you see him playing, nothing like it. You can just visualize and learn. So I think at the beginning, Wasim and Sachin Tendulkar was his role model. But as long the players play, they meet with the players. Later on, he met MS Dhoni, then Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, and whenever he was going to the first IPL outing in Dubai, I told him just go there and talk to these people. Go and talk to Dhoni sir. Go and talk to Rohit Sharma. Go and talk to Virat.
So, did he speak
Steve
about any of
Smith
his
was his captain,
conversations?
so I
Jwala,
suggested him
Jwala,
to
Jwala.
speak with yeah,
Jwala, did he speak about any of his
speak with
conversations with MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma?
uh, he whenever he used to come from the IPL, I used to ask him that what they said. So he always told me like they always say like as you say like always trust on process. I remember when he got selected for India under 19 team in 2018. The great legendary, the god of cricket, Sachin Tendulkar asked him to come to meet him at his place. And that time I was in London, so he called me, sir, that Sachin sir has called me. So I said, just go and talk, just ask the right process, because he's the person who is really having a best of the journeys in cricket. So just ask them that how you've gone through, how you tackle the failures, how you tackle the success. So he went there and met Sachin, and I think Sachin advises him like I remember one thing when he came back and he said like कि सचिन सर ने मुझे बोला कि now you have a platform, now you have got a platform. India under 19 is a platform. From here it's up to you that how big building you can make. You it's up to you on your efforts. So I think that was a great advice for youngster, like this is just a beginning. And whenever I used to come meeting people. I used to, he always used to say, "Sir, आपने भी सेम ही बोला था, तो सचिन सर ने बोला या धोनी सर ने बोला." तो I always to say like go and read भगवत गीता. उसमें लिखा है कि कर्म हमारे हाथ में, फल हमारे हाथ में नहीं, यानी कि the process you can plan, success you cannot plan. So I think these kind of things he used to come and talk to me.
Right, right. I've got a couple of more questions. One is, do you think Yashasvi has all the right ingredients to become India's greatest left-handed batsman ever?
See, it's very hard to say. See, as a player, he has the skill to do so. But as a human, see, there are two ways of looking at it. That you are good as a player, but as a human, how good you are when you are getting success. What is your whether you are focusing on outcomes, whether you are still focusing on your process. So he has capacity to do that, and I'm sure this question is 2020 after under 19 World Cup, and before that also that he can play for India when he was not even playing under 19. So he has potential to do so, and I feel the talent, the skill, what he's having, he can play for India for a long time. But again, as I said, like it's all about the current process that we are doing today. Future is totally depend on today. I mean, what we are doing today and how we can carry on the same thing for a longer time. So if Yashasvi can work hard, the way he's working hard, if he can stay grounded, respect people, respect the system, and he should always feel blessed that what he's having right now, and just keep doing what he has done from many years in the past. So definitely he can reach and make something out of it. He can really become something like the great players have done in past.
Absolutely. You speak about the under 19. I also know for a fact that you have worked very closely with Prithvi Shaw. And knowing Prithvi Shaw, he got his career off to a bang. I mean, he took the cricketing world by storm. But now, of late, over the past couple of seasons, Prithvi Shaw has somehow tapered off his form and all that. Any specific reason for that?
Yeah, Prithvi was with me for 3 years. He joined me in 2015 and he was stayed with me till 2017, 18, you can say 17. Then he went for under 19 World Cup in January 2018. When I met him first, he has a talent because Prithvi was very known name before meeting me. He scored 500 runs in school cricket, and I was watching his progress carefully because I look after the junior cricket because I see what's happening. So when he joined me in 2015, he had a lot of the mental issues. Basically, he was not batting in present. He was thinking so many things. He was thinking about other players, they are growing, and so many other unnecessary thing he was thinking. So I worked on his brain. I made him realize that you can do it. It's when your time will come, everything will fall. So the process, what we did was very good, and under me he played under 19 World Cup. Then he played Ranji Trophy, Dilip Trophy, and then later on India. So the process was going good, but the talent what he's having, I think somehow he's not delivering it. I don't know the reason because right now he's not practicing with me. So he's practicing with the different teams. And again, a player after under 19, 20, they get IPL contract, they play for India, they Ranji, so they go various places and there are different coaches working. They are the team coaches. So I think the biggest part was his with me was hunger, and today I don't know how much hungry he is because after a certain age you cannot force anyone to do something. But I think yes, he has a talent. Still, he is just 24, 24 and 24 half, I guess. So if he really work hard, he's playing Ranji Trophy, he's playing Dilip Trophy, he's playing Irani Trophy, he's playing all the domestic tournaments. It's just matter of time. He can work hard. He can start focusing well. Definitely, still he can come back in the Indian side. He has a brilliant talent, I guess.
Thank you so much for joining us, giving us insights about Yashasvi Jaiswal, helping us delve into the superstar's career a little. More power to you, Jwala Singh. Thank you so much for joining us on this channel.
Thank you. It's all God grace. We are just a support system for these players. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you.